Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Rodgers to throw on second down. This pass out wide to Hall. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. In motion, Slayton. Throwing, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with them.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. And Robinson, the motion man right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. In motion, Slayton.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 35's the mic. Get the ball. Flick right, flick right, flick right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He finds Wilson, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They were so close, that close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Rodgers. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now Jones. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The play fake. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hall again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll run with Hall. And this time he is in.
Yes.
With his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, his 14th overall. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly.
There he goes, right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
35's the Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike 35. Timberland. Here I come. 35's the Mike. I'm going to come back to you.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones will get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's third and a few inches. Off play action. Jones. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Breece Hall on his horse. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive? on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
This 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Wilson with it, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
They'll try to run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Abanikanda is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. There he he goes left side. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Jones on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got it.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
And a check down, complete to Hall.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because Who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Rodgers looking to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
On first down, Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.